10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 310. We were 1 minute late because Larry and I were talking about monster trucks and dirt bikes, real med shit. My son, speaking of that grunt, have you ever watched Home Improvement?
Oh, yeah. I knew exactly where that grunt came from.
Oh, yeah. You knew it. You heard it. Yeah. So everything's like on Netflix now, and like you can watch everything. And he had burned through all 32 seasons of The Simpsons. Like, he has watched them all, and he needed another series. And one night I threw it on. I was like, because I kind of wanted to watch something too. And then he got hooked on it, and he burned through it. He burned through that 10 seasons, like, I don't know, over 100 episodes, I think. But that was a good show.
Yeah, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah. It's a classic kind of sitcom, husband, wife. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to watch those old ones.
The good neighbor.
Yeah, Wilson.
Hello, neighbor. Yeah.
And then you see it. So I watched half of the last episode with him. I had never seen it real time, and he does come out and show his full face on that last episode. So yeah, that was always a funny little bit that they did.
Yeah.
All right. Stories from the road. Larry, do you have anything? I don't see anything written down.
I went out on Sunday for a while, did some ride share, but everything was pretty copacetic. No wild stories or anything. So.
Well, that's good. Really, I can't remember what I've done. I haven't done a ton. I've been doing, last week was a lot of baseball. I had a lot of shit going on. I've done 2 hours of gig work this whole week, and that'll be it. I did, what was it, yesterday? I had a meeting at 10, went out at 11, was done by 1:30, ended up getting like a shopping order for $46, and then did one DoorDash and then went home. I just a lot of other shit going on. But one thing I did want to bring up is I had recently been doing Amazon routes. If you're in the Telegram group, you've heard me bitch about them and how long they can be. And over time, early on in the Amazon Flex era, you were able to request like, hey, this took too long, or this was long mileage, and they would pay you, and they'd pay you $5. And this one, they did pay me $5. But what is happening on these is I'm getting them automatically. So I'm not complaining about it. They're seeing how far I'm driving, I guess, and then I've gotten 2 of them. So not every single time, but enough to where like they've obviously seen it and said, well, that's too long. Now, does $5 really cover it? No, it doesn't really cover it. I mean, a gallon of gas, I think it jumped to $4.25 right now around here. But it's still nice, I guess. I mean, for me, my charging only costs $7 a night, so that almost pays for my whole charging. That extra $5. It made me remember something. I did. As you know, when I do those long routes, I throw Amazon, I throw Lyft and Uber on. I did get a Lyft ride down in Kalamazoo that brought me to Grand Rapids. I paid $56. And so that was freaking sweet. Like I had to drive a little like away from where I would normally go north, but maybe 5 miles. So 5 miles away and 5 miles back. But it was, I was paid for that time, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, I have $56, so I did a $122 route, then another $56. So you can't go wrong there. So
yeah, that's not bad at all.
Looks like Steve. Steve is on YouTube. Hey, Steve. Yeah, we tried to hook up today, but he didn't have a great day and was running behind. So maybe another time. He's a hustler up here. Does gig work down, I think, in Indiana somewhere. I don't know the city, but somewhere in that state. So, all right. Economy in the news, Larry. I usually try to put like a banger up here for the first one to get started, but I don't know. This isn't really.
Yeah, that's
super exciting.
It gets a little deep and understanding. But anyway, we all know over the past year, Uber has been sued a lot, and they're starting to lose. And so, they're trying to find ways to fight back. And so one of the ways they've done that is the terms of service for customers and drivers. I'm sure, none of us read those anymore. They're so long and you just want to work. So you just click OK.
Yeah.
But anyway, they put in there for the customers and the drivers, anyone who sues the company has to disclose details of any lawsuits that are funded by outside investors, I guess, and not themselves.
What does that mean? You're like an invest
thing. I don't understand what the outside investor, and I read through the whole story trying to make sense of it. And I haven't found any good explanation for it. But anyway,
strange.
It says, the analysis of it is this requirement, which is going to make it harder for customers, employees to find, I guess, people with incentive to sue the company. If Uber's doing it, it's a way they're trying to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the wording for it says that if parties sue Uber, they must disclose any litigation funder who financially backs the lawsuit. They also must provide Uber with copies of the funding agreements, and the requirement applies to any appointed arbitrator. So, a lawyer that they talked to at a labor law firm said that this is just an attempt to slow down any claims being filed and coming to trial. Uber sending a very strong message, trying to make it as hard as possible for anyone to go forward with their claims. So,
I'm trying to
think, but I'm trying to, I did try to research this a little bit and figure out what exactly that, lawsuits funded by investors. I'm not sure what that means.
I mean, unless it's something like a competitor of Uber, like is invest. But I didn't even know how you would invest. Like, are you investing and paying for the attorney for it? Like,
I mean, the only thing I found is that there are like hedge funds companies and things like that, or specialized investment firms that will invest in like class action lawsuits. They'll front the money
for the attorney.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will get a return on that. So if that's the case, then, it has to be all disclosed, I guess.
Which makes sense, right? Because Uber's an easy, not an easy one to sue, but like they have a lot of like liabilities. Maybe is that what I'm trying to say? Where that
they have a lot of exposure.
There you go. So yeah, it's probably like, well, Uber did this. Oh, you didn't get taken. They didn't pick up your dog as a service dog. I mean, that one is like you could probably do that every day.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, so I guess I don't blame Uber, but like, yeah, of course it is. It's going to slow things down. Not that should really change anything. If someone invested in it, like, who gives a shit if it's still against the rules or it's violating an ADA or something.
It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter who's going for it or whatever.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Although it does kind of look bad when you're like going to sue somebody and you have an investor from like Elon Musk. He's investing in suing Uber or something like that.
Yeah, talk about deep pockets.
Yeah, so just a little squirrel moment. I watched a TikTok today. Do you know that he launched some sort of financial thing recently where you can give them money? It's like you get a 6% return. It's like basically a savings account. It's like X money, it's called, or something like that. But it's all through the platform. And he's going to do crypto and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I knew he was getting into it. I haven't read a lot about it, but I did hear that he was getting into that. Because, he's got so much idle time. He needs something to do. Yeah.
And 6%, I mean, it's good. But, I mean, there's high yield savings accounts that are 7 or 8% right now. But it's just interesting how he's trying to take that platform and make it like a whole ecosystem, which I guess everything we talk about, Uber's doing it, Facebook's doing it.
Sure.
Everyone wants to keep you on the platform and keep money in there. But I don't know how comfortable I would be like sending Elon Musk $100. I mean, I guess I do it for stash. And did you end up, another side note, did you go to Acorns or did you
stay with stash? No, I did the 6
I kind of wish I would have, because I started with Acorns. I went to the $12 a month, and Acorns is a little bit different than Stash. We'll talk on the Patreon about that.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's a little, maybe because I'm not used to it, it's a little clunkier than I would have liked. But anyways.
Sure.
Okay, so we got a lot of videos today, a lot of pictures and stuff like that. So the next one, this is a Uber passenger recording it. And maybe you've seen it. I've never seen it. It had like 3.5 million likes on it. And it's very short, but she's driving home, and the hashtag is like, or the title is "The Type of Ubers I Only Get When I'm Violently Hungover." So we'll play that and see if you've had a 6-second similar Uber driver.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I want to be shot.
I'll play that again. So basically, it's a driver. Clearly, someone had it gunned. The other car did, but yeah, we'll play it one more time.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I want to be shot.
Yeah, so I don't understand why he would decide to even engage in some sort of road rage, and the girl was in the back. Now, I can't prove it was an Uber because I didn't see the app or anything, but like that's a little wild that that guy would do that. Hey, Gabe. Yeah, I want to be shot. Nothing like says the comfort of your ride is like, I want that when your Uber driver says, I want to be shot. Like that's.
Play it one more time, because the wording on it, I thought it said, I thought he said, I want to be shot. But then the wording, I thought it said, I don't want to be shot.
Oh, all right.
Play it one more time. Let me see it.
Third time. Hold on. Let me get into media mode.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I want to be shot.
No.
Okay, so I understand it now. Yeah, the
she wrote
going,
that.
Well, I don't want to be shot.
Yeah.
You might want to be shot. I don't want to be shot.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. So
yeah, I'd be like, okay, right over.
Gabe's
right now.
like,
you can let me out.
YOLO. I haven't heard that in such a long time. Is that a millennial thing? YOLO. I don't even know. Steve says no emotional regulation for that driver. He needs therapy. Yeah. Steve and I talked about some therapy. We had some good talks, even though we weren't able to connect. We had some good talks on Telegram. So yeah, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Freaking psychopath.
Yeah, I would definitely just like end the ride. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, they're on the highway though. She got to at least get off the highway.
Yeah.
Just tell them like, hey,
are you safer being in a car that's going to get shot up, or are you safer on the side of the road?
I don't know. I guess I'd rather be in the guy that has the gun. Maybe I don't know.
Well, that's the safer option.
My guess is the Uber driver was the problem. I just kind of feel, although you randomly pull well, you can't see in the video if the gun's there, the glare is there, but I assume it. But although, are you a little unhinged too if you're pulling a gun out in traffic driving? Like, yeah. Anyways, don't be either of those gentlemen or lady.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. All right, real quick, early patreon.com/thegigcon podcast. Love for you to join us. It's you got a $3 tier, a $7 tier, and a $15 tier. All of those get different levels of perks, but everyone on any tier gets ad-free episodes because we do have ads on the show like this one. And you get a bunch of other perks. I can't remember. The $7 tier, you get the Patreon, audio and video, all kinds of stuff. So check it out if you feel like the content you like is great and you want to support the show. We would really, really appreciate it. Patreon.com/thegigecon podcast. All righty, here we go. I forgot. Sorry. Samson, Bud, Omar. I forgot it last episode, too. Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry, Faith, Metal Kickass, Anna. Thank you guys always so much for supporting the show. This is a Reddit video from Amazon. Okay, I did put these in order, so that's good. So, yeah, you want to set this up?
Yeah, so this is a guy delivering an Amazon Flex package, and he's walking through the driveway, as you'll see here, and just picks a weird place to almost set down the package. But yeah, you'll see what happens here in a minute.
What's up? How are you today? Good. How are you? Don't do that. Brand new car. Found damn gave me a heart attack. I just got this from the dealership, bro. You wild.
Yeah, so I don't understand. I don't think it would even cross my mind to set a package on somebody's car, especially when the guy is standing 2 feet away from the car. If anything, I'm just gonna hand him the package.
Yeah, I have a different approach on this. I've definitely put packages on the back of cars, like on the trunk. And it all depends on the situation. They may have a dog. But with him being right there, I never would put it down. I would offer it to him. And if he said no, then I would probably go put it in the porch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, in this situation, it wouldn't have crossed my mind to the dude standing right there looking at you, and you're going to just set it on the car. So, yeah, I know something, you know, people, and I can understand it. If I just got that car from the dealership, I don't want to put that package on there either, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like the situations where I would put it on there. Definitely a dog, or if like there's just a bunch of shit to walk up. Like, you know, dude, I've delivered in some meth head communities. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I'm like, I'm not, you know, the stairs are falling apart, like, and the car's right there. Yeah. I'm just going to throw it on the trunk.
Yeah, it could be flooding, you know.
Yeah, it could be any of that. And honestly,
a lot of stuff.
Ice, you know, the you know, and it's just, for me, that's a safer space than putting it on the ground. Like, it keeps it away from dogs. I'm not going to throw it on there. You know, I'm not going to chuck it, but I definitely have probably at least a handful of times put it on a trunk of a car.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think it's just in this specific situation with a guy standing right there. Yeah. You're not going to look him in the eye and go, I'm going to set this on your car.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I always want to hand it to the person.
Yeah.
Just to be respectful. Like, you know, you never know what they're waiting for. It could be a brand new phone or a toy. And I'm like, here you go. You know,
until the day you walk up and you hand it to him and the guy takes off running down the street because he doesn't live there.
Yeah. Then you're like cooked. Then you're trying to take a picture. As long as I get the picture and Amazon accepts it, I'm good.
Yeah. It's not
I'm good
anymore.
Steve said he would have put it,
on the ground.
I keep calling him Steve. I think he goes by Steven, but sorry. Steven would have put it on the ground before the... See, in that situation... Okay, so we're going to rank these. Situation 1, or way you would do it 1, hand it to the person.
Yes.
The way you do it 2, I would... If the front porch isn't available, that would be 2. Number 3, I would put it on the car before I put it on the ground. I actually would, because I don't want... I don't know. They forget about it and it's behind the car and then they leave for, you know, ice cream.
Yeah, I wouldn't set it on the ground behind the car.
Right.
Or get run over.
I don't know. The guy did, the driver's just like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Like I applaud him for just giving it and just leaving. So that brings up a good point. I was noticing now that I'm back with Flex, it used to be if you handed it to the person, you had to like get their first name. You had to type it all in and everything. You don't have to do that anymore. You have to acknowledge that you handed to that person or a household member, and then you can just swipe finish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice. I would just type the first name and I wouldn't ask them. I'm like, I have no time for this. Like, I don't care. Yeah. So at least I'm positive for Amazon that they got rid of that.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about this on the Patreon last week, and I wanted to bring it up again, and I thought it was like from The Onion, but it really isn't. And is renting dogs by the hour a helpful service or taking the gig economy too far? So there's a new app in China, of course, China, but don't they eat dogs? I think. The app called Wang Fu allows people to rent dogs by the hour, giving users the chance to spend time with a pet without making a long-term commitment of owning one. Supporters say the service can provide dogs with more social interaction while giving owners an opportunity to earn extra income. Obviously, there's some people that are critical. You know, should you really be renting out a family pet to strangers? Creates unnecessary risk, safety, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. But I guess they're trying to do it. And Larry and I talked on the Patreon is like, God dang, would you ever rent? Like, I have 3 dogs and 2 of them are complete dicks. And the other one is great. The other one probably would have been fine. But the other 2, it's like they have a little bit of aggression, like reactivity, you know, to other dogs and stuff. Do I really want to like rent my dog out to some person that doesn't know how to deal with the reactivity. Well, I know how to deal with it. I just pull their leashes back and say, knock that shit off. Quit being a dick. But yeah, I don't know. Would you rent your family dog out to somebody?
No, I don't think. I mean, what are they doing it because they need money?
Yeah, I mean,
if you're needing to rent the dog out, then you really can't afford to have the pet, in my opinion.
I mean,
I would not rent out my dog. I just wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you definitely, if you need the money, you don't need the dog. Like, you shouldn't be doing it for, like, you need the money. I mean, I guess a little extra money. I do know that, like, especially in shelters, dogs need, people take those dogs on, like, day dates. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think that's really cool. But, I don't think I would.
But if I have a dog, that's my responsibility to make sure he gets walked.
Yeah, or whatever. Like,
whatever he needs.
But then there's Rover. And there's WAG. There is are you okay with that? Hiring somebody to walk your dog? I mean, it's kind of the same thing, right? But it's just, they've just worded it different. We didn't think about this on the Patreon. They've kind of worded it different. We'll walk your dog. It's kind of the same thing.
Good point. Good point. But I mean, I don't think I wouldn't do that either. If I couldn't take care of the dog and do things the dog needed, then I don't feel like I need a dog.
But I mean,
if I can't walk it.
So you're saying if you work full time, your wife works full time, you're not home, the dog needs to be walked 3 days a week. You don't feel like you should have it because you can't provide that for him?
Yeah.
Interesting take.
I feel like we're taking, we're taking care of it the way it needs to be taken care of. But that's just my opinion.
All right, I'm gonna dive in a little bit more. What if you have a kid and you both work full time and you send the kid to daycare? Is that the same thing?
Kid can take care of himself.
Oh, that's your response after I nail you down? I mean, really, we've gone from renting the dog to Rover and WAG to kids. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you could pay for a dog walker, that's taking care of it. Yeah, that is taking care of it because you can afford to have somebody walk your dog. And I have, some people may not remember the story, but I did of course I did, right? I've done every fucking gig. I can't remember if it was WAG or Rover, but I lost a dog. Yeah. I don't even remember that story, but we ended up finding it like 40 minutes later. Like, I was panicked. My wife and kids were down there. This was downtown. This was down by, did you ever go to Vito's with us?
Nope.
The pizza place on Fulton?
Nope. No, I heard you talk about it lots.
Yeah, it was down in that area. And it slipped its leash. Like it took off after something and it pulled back and it kind of falls off. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's on the fucking owner. That collar was not on tight enough.
Right.
But I was devastated. And I was walking around for like the fifth time. And all of a sudden out the steps comes the dog with a neighbor. It was only 5 doors down the whole time.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's a lot of responsibility with that. It's just, you got to be careful when you're doing that. But so anyways, I was just curious what you thought.
It's interesting take. And and I'm not knocking anybody who sends a kid to daycare or hires a dog walker. We made a decision that, my wife stayed home and I worked part-time from home, so we ended up not sending our kids to daycare, but that's certainly not a knock. That's just a choice.
Yeah. I can't imagine nowadays. Even when I had kids younger, we sent them to daycare, not every day. My wife worked 3 days a week, but like, it was so goddamn expensive. Like, I felt like I was not making a ton of money and like 3/4 of my check every week was just going to pay for daycare. And we talked about it a couple times. Like, should I just stay home and figure out? This was way before gig work where you could do little side hustles here and there, but
it's outrageously expensive.
Yeah, and I can't imagine now in 2026, like I think that's why a lot of young adults getting married aren't having kids because it's so expensive.
They're doing all they can just to pay rent.
Yeah, I had a conversation with an old person today. It's always interesting when you go out with them because I usually will end up. I'm the last one in, and so when we're eating in a big table, I get put at the end. It varies who ends up being down there. And we were talking about that today. I was about kids, and I was like, yeah, I don't think my son and his wife are going to have kids. She goes, oh, that's a shame. That's so sad. I go, why? I was like, it's very expensive to have a kid, and it ties you down. Well, oh, yeah, but like, you need to have a kid so you can have somebody love you back. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't have a kid just so that you can have a kid. You know what I mean? Like, it was a weird.
Yeah, don't put that pressure on the kid.
Right. It was a weird take to have a kid. You should have a kid because you want to. Like, you want to bring a kid into the world. That's great. If you don't want to, that's great too. Like, it was just old people are just. I'm sure you and I are going to be the same way, but
oh yeah, and that's a different generation.
Yeah,
there's a different world.
That's boomers.
Then. Yeah, I mean, that was it was more. I'm sure in their day that was, that was just what was expected of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were talking on what years they graduated high school, and it's 58, 61, and I'm like,
that's not very far from me.
High school?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, whatever. And I'm just like, God, I am in a whole different world, which I logically know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I graduated in 94. Steven says, dude, downtown GR is a nightmare. Well, yeah, especially if you don't know the area. Like, it don't bother me at all. I can whip around. I can whip my car through in and out of shit and do U-turns and know where I'm going, but I've also done, 6,000 trips down there. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, you know it. Yeah.
So anyways, Larry
Makes
doesn't like kids or renting dogs. Okay, got it. We'll clip
I don't
that.
like renting kids or renting dogs. No.
Yeah. All right, this is for Gabe. He'll love this.
All right, so yeah, this is a Reddit post, and let's see, what was this? A shipped?
It's Instacart.
Instacart. So yeah, so for all of your listeners, this shows the receipt. It says batch earnings was $53, batch pay $49, promotions $4, tips $22, and then adjustments. New York City bonus pay $502.78 for a total of $578.62.
So the title was Mamdami is the fucking man. So I don't know if this has to do with him or what it is, but yeah, there's another post.
Yeah, somebody said that they think it's a retroactive payment.
Oh.
And this isn't something that happens every week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm reading that. I really think this is a retroactive, like what, from the first of the year or something? Or
I don't know.
Because I know he is changing some things. I mean, really, we should have brought Steve on for this because he's probably balls deep in.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this guy, see, where is his bonus? Yeah, there's another picture there. He was grinding this week, but he had batch earnings, 1,100, promotions, tips. That's weird. His batch earnings were 1,100 and his tips, I'm not looking at this picture, but his tips are only 246 for that week. So their batch and tips are completely flip-flop. That's like a Walmart order where the tips are lower and the base pay is higher. But and his adjustments was $751. So he ended up, his net total was $2,100 for that week for 43 hours worth of work. That was 62 batches, though.
62 batches.
Yeah, okay. He working all day.
Yeah,
for sure. So
yeah, he putting in the hours.
Yeah, he's putting the hours. So I don't know exactly, like I said, what that extra money is for. I read through a little bit of the post trying to figure it out a little bit, but it is strange to see that the tip and the base is so far apart, because I would think most of the money would be from tips. I mean, some of those base, at least around here, and I'm sure Gabe can attest to this, is usually the base pay is like $6.
Yeah.
And most of your money's from tips. So I don't understand it, but if anyone else knows, let me know why New York is getting paid out.
No doubt.
So this was a little frustrating for this driver. This is a roadie, and so I guess I'm gonna click on here. Whoops, media. So he posted. Let's see. this is through support. It says, upon checking, it shows here that the gig was mistakenly canceled. The best option we have for you is to kindly reach out to us once you deliver any of the packages so we can manually mark it as delivered for you, and then you can get paid for them. He says, the driver, oh my God, I have 33 deliveries, so I have to reach out after I deliver each one of them. Some of the addresses are in gated communities, and the keys were in the app. Just a moment, please. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience that was caused. Just to confirm, I'm to return all my packages and won't get paid for any of the route at all. One moment, please. Because the gigs were canceled, it canceled the payments as well, and I'm unable to reinstate the payments. Driver, this is not good. I lost not only time and gas, but my entire expected pay for something that happened on Roadie's end. I hope I can get another route quickly. Thanks for returning everything back to the dock. Of course, support. Once again, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Let's see. So basically, I'm losing out almost $60. Anyways, that's a low pay. And he says, just confirm I return all the packages, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wait, is this the same one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Sorry. So, that's weird. Oh, yeah, it is the same one. I don't know why he posted it twice. I just copied and pasted them. I mean, fuck, a poor guy. Like, what do you do? People were saying he should have just took the packages home.
Yeah. Like,
Fuck it.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't like Roadie. Anyway, after we finish this, I'll tell my story, my last Roadie that I did.
But it's just odd that. I mean, I hope he escalated it and somehow got paid, but like they were acting like it just poofed out of the air, you know what I mean, and vanished, and it's just frustrating to have the packages and like how are they going to even scan them back in? I mean, you should return them because they're not yours. That is stealing regardless. You know, I make a joke of like just keeping them, but it is not. They're not yours. You should return them, but it's just and take it up with the company. But just to not get anything is that's shitty. So
yeah. And so last Roadie that I think I ever did, I was at home and watching TV, and one popped up and it was paying really good, and it was running just like some medicine from here to E-Town, which is like an hour away, and I forget what it paid, but it was pretty good. And so I go to the address, and it's like some kind of a treatment home, rehab or something, and nobody will answer the door. I'm walking around like for 5
This
or
is
10
the delivery part, right? You've already picked it up?
No, that's where it says I'm supposed to pick it up.
Okay, so you're picking it up there.
Yeah, I get there, and like 10, 15 minutes, can't get a hold of anybody. And then this guy shows up, and he's coming up. I was like, man, I can't get anybody to answer the door, and I don't know what you're here for. And he was bringing the medicine from E-Town to this place. They had set up a Roadie from there to here, and somehow their system made one from Bowling Green to E-Town, which was not the case. He had the medicine.
Oh my God.
And he had brought it from here. So like I ended up like not getting nothing. Fought with support for a long time. Like, hey, y'all screwed me up. Yeah, I was home. I came out here. Y'all owe me something. And they never would give me anything.
They wouldn't even give you like just like nothing. $5 or nothing?
No, nada. Nothing.
Yeah, it's really interesting. With UPS buying them a couple of years ago, I really thought they were going to clean up that kind of action. Because UPS, I mean, they're customer forward. Like, I mean, they're a big brand, right? They're everywhere.
Exactly.
And I know you don't see the UPS logoing on the Roadie app, but I was really hoping that was something that they would like, and maybe they still will. I know they're closing, they're losing money, so they're trying to figure shit out. But and maybe they will later on the road. But again, I thought they would clean it up a little bit and be more. I mean, I know you weren't expecting the full pay, but you spent your time there.
No, yeah, I mean a little something, $10 or something. And this has been a number of years ago. So I don't remember if it was before or after they got bought out, but
either way,
I was hot.
Either way, you saw the post that was brand new, and UPS owns it at this point, and maybe it's just they're a silent partner. But yeah, I felt bad for that guy. Although, man, I mean, it's $60. I don't know what was quoted on the mileage and time on that, but like I don't know, to deliver 33 packages for $60 is like that seems real low. I mean, in this day and age, so. Try to be smart when you're grabbing those routes. I did see Gabe and I talked a little bit, and we did last week on the Veho or whatever. My local Amazon group's talking about it a little bit, and they were like, yeah, it'd just be so nice to see the mileage and how many packages. But I'm like, man, they don't pay as good as Amazon, so it's gonna have. I mean, maybe they don't know that yet, but
yeah,
it's definitely gonna have to be like a secondary if maybe you don't get a route or something pops up amazingly. But it is different transparency compared to Amazon Flex. So,
okay,
all right, moving on.
Waymo in the news.
Oh, we got like a full 20-minute segment with Waymo. We got we got a lot of videos. So,
yes.
What's that?
I see. We do. Yes,
yeah, we do. So this first one up, we may have talked about the firework one. That's the last one, but I don't think we actually got a video of it. But one of us posted a video up. But this first one, this guy destroys a Waymo, and it is on video. So we will watch that and call him a dick.
Well, traffic came to a stop at the busy intersection of Sunset and Edgemont in East Hollywood due to a man vandalizing a Waymo. Take a look at this. Police say they arrived to find a shirtless man on top of a Waymo in the middle of the intersection. This is video posted to the Citizen app. The man was seen on the crushed windshield holding a bent windshield wiper while screaming at the sensor on the top of the Waymo. Traffic had to come to a full stop as the Waymo was stopped right in the middle of the street. It's still unclear if anyone was in the Waymo when that destruction started. Officers arrived on the scene and arrested that man for vandalism.
Okay, so clearly probably some drugs.
Probably, or some serious mental
health issues. I was a little disappointed how easy that top thing broke apart. Aren't they driving those like in northern Michigan, like ice and snow?
Yeah.
You know how much ice or chunks of snow come flying up for the road, and you're gonna have to make those a little bit beefier.
Yeah, it looked like it came right off.
Oh yeah, that top, it was just like I'm sure he had drug strength, but it feel like it was he just peeled it off like a plastic top to whatever was in there. Is that the LiDAR that they use, like part of it? I always see that spinning thing that goes around. I assume it's some sort of
I would think it is
a sensor.
Yeah, some kind of a sensor.
But all right, the next one, Waymo calls the cops. This is a little bit longer. Some kids were we'll just watch the video.
Bizarre scene in San Mateo Monday afternoon when two teens were detained after their Waymo called police on them. Police say the Waymo stopped the car and alerted officers that its two underage passengers were drinking alcohol and appeared to be shooting guns out of the moving vehicle.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live in Hollywood with details on the unusual arrest straight out of the future. MB.
Yeah, and Mike and Jerry, it appears that two 15-year-olds made a lot of bad decisions. And, according to the Waymo website, these two 15-year-olds should have never even been inside the car in the first place. It says that no one under the age of 18 is allowed to ride in the car without being accompanied by an adult in the state of California. And as for that alcohol, well, no one is allowed to have alcohol inside the car, no matter what the age.
Oh, really?
San Mateo police can be seen surrounding a Waymo car Monday afternoon. They detained two 15-year-olds who were apparently riding around in the driverless car, drinking alcohol, and shooting a gun out the window. Police say they were contacted by the car company and informed of the teens' bad behavior.
They saw what they described as a firearm in the vehicle, described it black in color, and at some point believed that the passengers were firing it outside of the vehicle, even at one point saying they believed they saw a recoil.
She says the Waymo rep went on to tell them the minors appeared intoxicated.
They had an open bottle of alcohol with them.
Police aren't sure how Waymo discovered the teens' suspicious behavior, but officers worked with the car company to conduct a high-risk traffic stop.
Right, we're getting a call that they're shooting a firearm, so that's pretty serious.
Waymo made the car pull over and disabled it. Police say the car company then tricked the young riders and told them the car was having mechanical issues.
Mm-hmm. And even though the car was disabled, the doors weren't locked. The passengers had the ability to get up and exit and leave if they wanted to, but they ended up staying stationary.
That's when 5 officers arrived and detained the teens. They also discovered the gun was an Orbeez, which shoots water pellets. Although it's a motorized toy gun, it can cause injury and damage, and it can look very realistic. especially ones that have been painted over. Police say this poses a danger.
And the danger really is the other person on the receiving end, right? They might feel threatened. You don't know how they're going to respond. You definitely don't want to put the law enforcement in that type of situation.
The incident follows another concerning one in Santa Monica last month, where teens were recorded riding around hanging out the open windows of a Waymo. Authorities encourage parents to keep an eye on their teens this summer so Waymo doesn't have to.
We want to give our kids freedom to have fun and enjoy their time off from school, but because they're not in school, just keep an eye on them. Make sure you know where they're at. Make sure you know who they're hanging out with.
And authorities are still investigating to determine if any charges should be filed. Now, we did reach out to Waymo for comment, but have yet to hear back. For now, reporting live here in Hollywood, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send back to you guys in the studio.
Mary Beth has had some Botox.
All right, so those kids, I'd rent them out.
What? You'd rent those kids out? You caught me off guard there.
I know it. Shout out to my son who sent me that story. Yeah, he's always sending me ideas for the show.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, I knew it was fake with the orange tip. If you're gonna be gangster, paint over the orange tip, bro. If you're gonna try to be a gangster, don't do the orange tip.
Maybe they were the car that was beside the guy that was yelling, "Yeah, I want to get shot."
Could be. It could be full circle.
Yep.
So yeah, I would assume that the Waymo cameras, I have some sort of AI in it that is monitoring activity. I don't think it's like probably a live stream by any means. I know Waymo can tap into that and see it, but I don't think anyone's like watching every single thing. And maybe something got said, or there was some screaming, or maybe it saw the picture of the gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it couldn't determine if it was real or not. Either way, you know, I don't know if even know if it's an Orbi gun, which is those little, I think they're little gel things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be curious if the AI picked that up, or they just happened to or maybe they got a report and they somehow were starting to look at them all. I don't know.
And how are they stopping people that are underage? I mean, I know it says term of service, you're supposed to be 18, but I mean, obviously these 15-year-olds just ordered a ride.
Well, it's probably mom's account.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they do it with Uber all the time, right?
Yeah. Or the kids just lied on their, when they created their account.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you have to have a debit card or a credit card. Yeah. You can't do it without that. So my guess it was like in a parent account or something. Or, I mean, they're 15. They may have already had a debit card. I'm assuming they accept debit cards, not just credit cards. But yeah, that's pretty fucked up. And I love it how the boys are so stupid. They're like, oh, it's out of service. We need to pull over. And they just stayed in there. I'd be like, oh, no, something's going down. Let's get the fuck out of here.
They were buzzing, man. They're like, oh.
That's true.
They didn't care.
They didn't care, yeah. And for the audio listeners, they were like 2 Powerade bottles with like orange in it. But clearly there must have been some alcohol in it. But yeah.
Yeah, some hooch.
Don't do that. All right. No. And the last one video real quick about... And you see it, this freaking Waymo. And it drives over the firework. Like, what are we doing, Waymo? This can't happen. How are you not seeing this and go, yep, this is a problem? Like, this is where the common sense of the regular, like, humans go, yeah, this is a problem. We're getting the fuck out of here. Like, or we'll wait till, if you have to turn left, you absolutely have to. Wait till the fireworks done, then drive. So we'll play it. Minute 39.
Oh, no, don't go. It's yet another self-driving car mishap.
Dude, our Waymo just drove into a firework.
Rose Peterson and her fiance were in a Waymo on July 4th in San Francisco when the robotaxi drove right over illegal fireworks in the middle of the street.
It didn't even stop. It didn't brake. It didn't hesitate. It just literally went on like nothing happened.
Thankfully, the company says no one was hurt, but Rose says it left her questioning the car's safety.
We were just really upset and distraught and just thinking about what could have happened, not just to us, but the people around us.
Meanwhile, nearby,
check out all these Waymos.
Several Waymo cars got stuck in the traffic following the city's big fireworks show.
This is basically a Waymo traffic jam.
Dave Gungona took this video after getting trapped in the gridlock.
People were getting out of their cars and
They were actually yelling and screaming at these Waymos.
He says he was there for 2 hours before Waymo employees arrived. Some cars seen here getting towed away. Waymo says extreme traffic congestion disrupted normal operations and that some of their cars ran out of charge while idling. It all comes after a string of questionable traffic incidents involving Waymos. One recently drove into floodwaters in Atlanta, and in LA last year, another appeared to drive right into an active police scene. And as for the incidents on July 4th, the company says a separate unoccupied Waymo drove over a firework and caught fire. The company says they're committed to evaluating and learning from these events. Tom?
Oh, that's me whipping off their ad. I would end it early, but then our mics would fuck up. Oh, so I didn't watch the whole thing. It was clearly a wrap-up of the last 90 days for Waymo.
Yeah. Not good. I think you'd be investigating it. I mean, their car caught fire and burned up. I mean, one of those cars paid for a lot of R&D.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. It's just interesting that, I mean, I don't know if can you build code, say if you see fireworks, you know, I don't even know how the code works, like, or is it like, it can't be free thinking, right? It's not, we're not that, we're getting there, but my point is like, do you literally have to write a code that says if you see a firework, like I'm asking you, and you may not know.
Yeah, I don't know, how they're coding these exactly for, something like that. But, I mean, there's got to be something that, if there's something in the road that's burning, obviously you would not want to drive over it, regardless whether it's a firework or something on fire, anything like that. But I really want to get down to Nashville and try to take one so I can be on the news, so if something stupid can happen and I can be a victim and win a lot of money.
Right. I'm thinking like, so if someone built a bonfire, is it bonfire? B-O-N?
Yes.
Bond.
Yes.
Yeah, not bonfire. Well, it can be a bonfire depending on what you throw in there.
That's a different kind of fire.
That's a dead fire. If someone created a bonfire right in the middle, would it just drive over it? Like,
obviously it wouldn't. I mean, you
obviously
think, you would think.
I don't think that's obvious.
Yeah, you would think it would be obvious because, but yeah, I don't know why it would drive right over a firework either. So yeah, who knows?
I mean, it drives into floods. Like it can't make the decision of going.
Doesn't do good with the elements, fire or water.
Yeah, the two things that you don't really come into a lot of fire when you're driving down the road, but water you do. I mean, depending on the state you live in.
Well, maybe when I go to Nashville, I'll go start a bonfire on a little alley side street, and then I'll hire my Waymo and try to send it down that alley and see what happens.
I will give you $1,000 if you do that.
Okay,
but it has to be successful. If it fucks up, you're not getting your money.
What do you mean if it stops or if I don't?
No, if it like you can't. I guess you're right. If it either stops or goes over it, you're good. But if you get caught or whatever, and you got to go to jail, talk to your wife.
You don't know me.
You talked about your wife about the bail. So
alrighty.
Moving on. This was a DoorDash driver getting hit while delivering and still delivering the food, which sounds like heroic. I think he was just trying to get away from the crime scene. So watch that and talk about it.
Watch as this DoorDash driver parks her orange car and gets out for a food delivery. At that moment, she is hit by a small gray sedan and ends up on the car hood while he tries to run away.
The guy went through between my house and the next door, and he jumped the fence while the police is right behind him, and he jumped from the gray house all the way to this house, which is 5 houses.
Lily Portillo not only saw the suspect trying to run, but her cameras captured the critical video where amazingly the DoorDash driver, after being hit, picked up her food and delivered it to her customer. Meanwhile, the suspect, identified by police as Torrance Whitaker, weaved in and out of several backyards, even jumping Steve Jones' fence.
The video shows somebody climbing that fence, going through my backyard, tried to come out.
Eventually, Whitaker was captured with the help of police K-9. He is now in jail and facing multiple charges. As for the DoorDash driver, she had no broken bones and tells us she is recovering from aches and pains.
Maybe somebody could reward her or something. Poor lady. At the end of the day, she did deliver the food, though.
I did speak with that DoorDash delivery driver. She didn't want to appear on camera, but says she is recovering. She has a lot of aches and pains, and now she's considering filing a claim against the driver.
Hell yeah, you file a claim.
Yeah.
You file a claim against the driver, the cops, the city,
DoorDash,
the state,
everything.
DoorDash, the United States, the world.
Uber.
Even though they weren't involved, somehow
It doesn't matter.
link them
Doesn't
in.
matter.
Yeah, she must have just it didn't look like, I mean, it looked violent, but it feel like she kind of bounced more than anything.
Right. It knocked her kind of up in the air a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't like she had to get up and took a few minutes or anything. Like she immediately was
popped up
and was walking toward the house. I don't know. Part of that could be shock. I know
Survival.
You don't feel anything, and so I'm sure she was hurting. Later on the day after, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if she didn't look or if he was just going so fast trying to get away from the cops that she looked back and it was clear, and then by the time she opened the door and grabbed the food to get out, boom, he was there, which I would imagine is probably what happened.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. You hear the sirens and you kind of look around in your mirrors, but and you're like, okay, I guess it's clear. But yeah, if he came whipping around the corner.
He came around the corner, yeah, that's it.
What I also was marveled by the amount of cameras all in that neighborhood. They track that guy. They're like, can I get this camera? Can I get this camera? Like you are. Everyone's got a camera on their house now.
I mean, they know who did it, but that's not gonna catch him. But the dog, got him. Dog got him.
The dog's always the dog wins probably 98% of the time. I would guess
they very rarely lose.
Yeah, they don't spend $20,000 investing in those dogs to lose. So
yeah.
Well, I'm glad she wasn't hurt. I was wondering if they were gonna say at the end, because typically I don't watch the whole thing. I watch a little. First 10 seconds is and her GoFundMe is at $1 million. I was waiting for it.
I was wondering if that was going to be on there.
See, this is where I wish she would this one. I'm fine with it. You got hit. That guy's a piece of shit. You're not going to get anything from the driver. More than likely, the driver probably didn't have freaking insurance on the car. If you're going to sue anybody, it would be the cops and DoorDash or whatever. Yeah. But anyways. All right, Larry, our smelly. I got my new one in, and it smells amazing. It's when I say amazing, I'm gonna walk that back a little bit.
Okay,
it's a little different. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not bad. It's just a little different, but it's still good.
And every now and then you'll get one of those. So yeah, we're talking about Drift, which are the subscription air freshener that we both use. They do a really good job. I've been using it for several years now. Costs me about $11 a month. I get a new one every 30 days. It's just a little piece of wood. It's got a magnet on it. They send you a clip that you put on your visor. This little piece of wood soaked in some essential oils or things like that. And really amazing scents. They're not overwhelming. They're not really super sweet. They're natural smelling, and they just do a great job.
Yeah, they do. My wife loves it, and I don't do rideshare anymore, but I still get it because, when you get the new one, you do get to smell it for a couple of weeks until you get nose blind to it. And you can set up the obviously the link is in the description, but you can set up you can get every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. It's pretty customizable. So check it out. All right. I forget what this is. DoorDash. Oh God. Some people are saying this was AI. I don't know if it was or not, but this is a picture, and I don't even know how to explain this. It's just basically the car is fucking nasty.
Yes, it's disgusting.
The seats are gross. The floor is gross. Do you think this
stains all over the seats
everywhere? And I was thinking the first comment was I busted out laughing. This can't be real. If it is, I'm so sorry. And then he says, is that a torch and glass pipe under the stereo? I don't know. I can't see if that's it, but and then someone the original poster said, so real, is it norm? Because he posted it. Is it normal to send pictures in the car? And I'm like, I've never done that for once. Why would I need to send a picture in the car?
Well, now I'll take pictures because DoorDash wants you to take a picture of the receipt. And so I do that a lot. I don't, sometimes I forget to do it at the counter.
Correct.
I get back to my car and I got to take a picture of the receipt because it prompts me. And so I can see that happening.
But that doesn't go to the customer, does it?
That
I would assume.
I don't know.
I would assume it's just proof that you have the right order, and DoorDash keeps that in their system. I can't imagine. It's funny too because some of the orders require the picture and some don't. I don't understand the rhyme or reason because sometimes, and maybe it's because I do Uber Eats and DoorDash, and maybe Uber Eats doesn't require it, but.
Yeah, or it could be customers who have complained, that people bring them the wrong order.
Yeah, okay.
And so after so many times, we're like, okay, we're going to have to take a picture every time for this person's order.
Yeah, because someone commented, I do it occasionally, but I make sure you can just see the receipt. Not that my car looks like that, but it's people's food. You don't just chuck it in your dirty-ass floor anytime.
Yeah.
And he says it's real, but why would this driver be like, this is cool? Like, wouldn't you have, I guess you don't have common sense because I'm not trying to judge you to your car, but that's fucking gross.
Yeah. And people say, oh, I don't, I can't believe that. I've seen cars like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you would see on TikTok when the mechanic goes to like work on it and he's like, nope, not today.
Yeah. Got to get it fumigated first.
Yeah. I would definitely like to know. Steven says that is a crack pipe and a torch. I can't, it's hard for me to make it out, but I guess I don't understand. Sorry, going back to like if the picture that you're taking in the receipt, I just assumed it was some sort of AI that looks at it and says, yep, that's the right one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
It could be because on this picture you can't read the receipt anyway.
No.
So I don't think it's a picture of them, with the receipt. And so I don't know how the customer would get this picture.
I mean, honestly, I've been like I haven't been as cleanliness as I should in my car because I'm not really doing ride share. So like I do need a good wipe down. My cup holders probably need to be wiped down. I think I got a couple of smudges on the windows from my puppy. But God, that I would never let it get that bad. That's so gross.
Yeah. So speaking of car and cleanliness and stuff, so we used to have a lot of different, as y'all know, we've got so many car washes here now, but we had a bunch of different companies here, right? Well, there's one called Cheetah Clean, and they bought up almost everybody in town. Okay. So now they have 12, 15 locations here in Bowling or something like that. Well, anyway, I guess some of the smaller ones that they bought out, they started to, it's all still owned by Cheetah, but they call it Cub. So they're smaller. Okay. Smaller car washes, right? So, there was one, they opened the second Cub location last week, and they're having a 5-day grand opening where you could get their highest level wash for free, And so I took my wife's car over there, Friday. And of course they're trying to sell you the subscription, right? And I'm like, I don't know. But he hands me the card and he's going all over it. And he's like, hey, you sign up with us. It's and right now I pay $35 a month for their mid-level wash.
$35?
Yeah.
God damn, that's expensive.
And that's with $5 veteran promotion.
Holy shit. And that's their mid-level? $40 is their mid?
Yeah. And so so he's like, yeah, if you buy it's only good during our grand opening, which ended the next day on Saturday. He's like, you get our top level wash for $30 a month, and it's for life. Never goes up. And I'm like, so okay, I'm already a member in my car. How do I get this? He's like, well, don't tell anybody I told you, but just call this number, so cancel your subscription, come by tomorrow, sign up with the new one. And so that's what I did. And when I got there, I was still in the system though. So they tried to sign me up, and the girl's like, oh, it's showing you're already a member. And I'm like, well, yeah, I was, but I canceled it yesterday. And she's like, oh, it hadn't gone through the system. But that same guy was there too. And he walked over, and first they were telling me I might have to come back the next day. And even though the promotion was over, like, I'll come back on Monday. We'll put a note in the system that you still get. And I'm like, I don't know about that, But finally, he got it done. He's like, I overrode it, and you're good, man. You're good. And he gave me my receipt and everything.
Damn. So you're getting the highest level
for $30, and it's supposedly it's for life.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah. Well. Let's check back in a year and see if
check back.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So we have one around here called Tommy's, and they've got like 20 locations, and they've just blown up the last 3 years. Like this is the new the new like storage. Like people instead of like to make money, they buy these subscription. We know subscription is where the money's at.
Sure.
And they their their lowest tier is like $21.99. And then I think it goes up from there. But I go to a local place that's $19.99. They actually see Tommy's. I didn't feel like cleaned as well, but this other place, they scrub the front, the bugs off, and the back and everything because I think their wash system is a little bit older. But yeah, and they have a discount if you buy them in bulk. You get them for a lot cheaper too. So,
really,
but yeah, that's sweet that you got that for $30.
Yeah, and supposedly, like I said, it doesn't, but 5 years from now, if I'm still doing it, and they probably raised it how many times by then?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tommy's has really gone up that much. Okay, so their works is $40 a month. The ultimate is $35, the super is $30, and the quality is $22. So
okay, so so here's Cheetah Clean. Their low levels, the Gazelle, $35.
The lowest level is $35.
The Antelope is $45. Impala is $49, and the King Extreme is $59.
Is that what you have?
That's what I get now.
The King Extreme?
Yep.
I'm so excited for you. Oh my God, that's so expensive. Why is it so pricey? Is that the normal price down there for that stuff for you?
Well, it is because they took over all of them.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
So they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. When they bought out the one, because I used to go to one. It was just called Campbell Lane Car Wash. It was one, single owner.
Yep.
One location, and I think I was paying, like I don't know, maybe $18 a month.
Yeah,
something.
That's what I'm paying. 19.
Yeah. But now they bought up all their competition.
They bought him too?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. They probably just shut him down, right? Like, because if it's just a one.
No, they just convert them all over. They convert them to Cheetahs. Yeah. Now I'm looking at Cub and see if their prices are the same.
That's crazy. That's like Monopoly.
It is.
That's pricey. $59 for a freaking car wash a month. That's a little out of pocket.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't wash, and you all don't. I mean, you get some ice and snow, but like, I don't wash much during the summer. I mean, like maybe once a week.
I do, yeah. Especially because when I drive at night, you get bugs on the windshield.
Yeah, that's true.
I go through it a lot, but I mean, there is a reason he's got a Cybertruck parked out in the front of the main location.
Him. I already hate him. I hope he gets the diarrhea parasite that's going around.
Oh yeah, you are the ones getting hit with it.
I know. Michigan's getting slammed.
Yeah, you are.
I'm pretty sure my mother-in-law got it, unless it was food poisoning, because she ended up going to the ER because she's on cancer treatments and they recommended it. But like
that's not a good mix.
Yeah, she was in a rough shape for a couple of days. So
get dehydrated pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Patreon comes on in 5 minutes. We'd love for you to join. Steven, thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. I know he probably doesn't join when he's at home because he's got little ones running around and he gets 5 hours of sleep, and I don't envy him at all because that was a rough time when the kids were little. Like, you don't know if you're coming or going. So
you're a zombie.
You're a freaking zombie. He had said something like, dude, I'm so cooked today. I didn't get enough sleep. And you were sleeping at a hotel, and he's probably trying to recover from, at home. It's tough like that. See you, traveler. Patreon.com/thegigacon podcast. You can join live and chat with us. We got a couple of stories we didn't get to. We'll talk about that. So, and as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
All right. Have a good night.
Hey, good night.